I'm I'm really hoping that this game being incredibly unoptimized doesn't lead to it just like streaming like shit. But I guarantee you that this game is going to look very shitty the entire time. Entirely because it has a horrible, horrible effect layered over every single screen for no reason. Like, it's just got this... Actually, I have a perfect example for you, because you'll know, because you used to be on DeviantArt. You know when people used to sell, like, brush packs for Photoshop?
Yep.
And it were those, like, brush packs that were just gradients that weren't quite like a gradient, but it was like scratch marks and fog effects. That's what this game has on it at all times. So anyway, I'm going to play Call of Cthulhu and hate it for the entire time. Main menu, Noid? I'm sorry, why do you know my name? Speaking of, oh yeah, we have a slot there. We're just gonna delete the slot because we actually haven't even played it really. We're just gonna delete that and go in fresh. Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston. Edward Pierce, a veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. I do wonder about this for two reasons. One, were there sleeping pills in 1924?
I'm sure there was something.
But it would have just been like Valium, right?
Yeah.
It would have been some like antiquated like they're just gonna give you a pill full of opium. But secondly, I know nothing about detectives. Being a PI, I thought that that's just a job, and also like a really sketchy one to start with. Do you need a requisite number of cases? Or before they just terminate your license? Like, that seems really shitty, right? Like, imagine if you were a lawyer and they're like, if you don't get at least one client, we're gonna take away your license.
Yeah, like you need at least like one client per year or something.
If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. That was an H.P. Lovecraft quote. And you can tell it's an H.P. Lovecraft game because you wake up in a pool of bloody fish parts. I just love turn, severed shark head. Ah, it scared me because that is not even scary anymore with all the games that Nick and I have played with sharks in it. And does it do the glitch? There it did. It did it. You can see inside the man's chest. That's such a lazy thing. Like, just don't make him look down that far when he's going in the door and you solve that problem. Then he does not ever clip into his own chest. I will say, the game does at least move smoothly until you start really getting through into some crazy shit. It does feel like the music in the background is just a little bit overpowering, but that might be incorrect.
Sorry if you faintly hear the game in the back, my Breath of the Wild in the background.
Oh, I don't hear yours.
Perfect.
At least I don't notice it. Yeah, once we get into this area, it starts being a little bit jank. Oof. I mean, like, it looks fine on, like, the streams and stuff like that, because it's, like, stabilizing it down to 60. But trying to run this at, like, 144 is probably not a good idea. Oh, we can get right down in there, huh? Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. Seriously though, like this looks like the shit I used to make in Photoshop for the class that I was in as a kid. Where it was like, here is a foggy looking room, and then it was just a bunch of like the fog texture brushes that I downloaded overlapped over each other. Like, why the fuck is this a constant effect, and why is it overlaid over everything? Counter darkness? Wow, that is actually dark. I didn't read that tutorial, so that's a problem. But there is just a lamp here. Hurricane lamp. I don't know about you, but I've never encountered a lamp that emits an ethereal blue glow. Okay. Wait, what? I can increase the brightness. Rachel, have you ever had to use an old-fashioned lamp?
Like an oil lamp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. We had to use them a lot when the power would go out.
Huh.
And I also had to use kerosene heaters at one point in my life.
I have an oil lamp upstairs, and I've never once in my life ever deigned to think of using it. This is just gonna go to the same place, isn't it? I'm gonna be honest. Hearing auditory things that are just like deep voice whispers at this point do nothing to me. And if nothing else, they would just arouse Rachel.
Probably.
Like, if you hear a voice that has an echo effect going on it, and it's scary, it's not gonna do it to her.
Yeah, if anything, I'm gonna be like, well, something just removes pants.
You're just gonna sit there and be like, listen, all those tentacles gonna get put to use.
What a putrid offering.
I'm going to make the spooky, scary ghost uncomfortable.
Yeah, you know what? I do wonder about that. I know there are hybrids in, like, the H.P. Lovecraft lore, and they're always, like, fucking horrible degenerates. Wait, hold down arrow? What?
My cat's having a moment.
Is that supposed... Was that shift? It was, but why not just use the word shift? You're giving me lore ideas for those gene stealer cults I bought? What, that they're gonna use tentacles on women's vagina?
Please.
That they use their scary gene stealer minds to, like, just horn up the women? Because gene stealer cults do fuck. That they just want to fuck Tyrannus? That's the whole thing, right? Is that they carry the brood. And so there's like those ones that look like halfway in between. Yo, okay.
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
What? What? Yeah. I love when my cultists have no eyes and then try to shoot me with their police gun.
I hate whiskey.
Oh, this is content ID territory. Fuck. Oh no, this music is gonna get me content ID'd. Wait, can I examine in there? No, but you can get again right down in there. I do actually like the lore idea
Doesn't attract top-notch cases.
of just people who just want to fuck aliens.
There's the boy.
I used to be an avid reader.
I used to be an avid reader, Nick.
Hold on.
The Lost Battalion.
Say a word?
Holding
Boop,
your
boop.
position and obeying orders.
Nick, you're a little quiet on my end.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend.
Um,
The husband couldn't understand it.
Oh, well, alright. We're right in on this game is actually secretly targeted right for Rachel. Deep, scary voice that would make her horny. And the file that I find is married woman runs off with girlfriend, husband couldn't understand it. The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. She's a lesbianism. Ah, it's fucking loud. This game is just, like, quietly loud in all directions.
She likes the vagina.
You know, we'll keep the voice up loud, because that's fine, but, like, we're gonna turn down the effects a little bit. Music's fine where it is.
If it wasn't for me playing Breath of the Wild and trying to get to the cutscene just so
Back
I
then
can
you
see
couldn't
Urbosa.
be openly gay. I understand you couldn't be openly gay, but it's funny. It's just very funny, where it's like, this guy's just, yeah, she went away with her girlfriend, and the guy's like, what's a girlfriend?
Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I wonder why I still
They were
take these
roommates.
things.
They
ooh. Hey, it works. Oh,
Hey, Nick, I have a
nice.
question.
Yeah.
When do you think sleeping pills were invented?
1600s.
Really? That's very early. I don't think they had pills back then, man. I think
Yeah,
they
I don't
would
think they
just
had pills
tell
at
you
all.
to drink it,
Well,
right?
describe sleeping pills. You know?
A sleeping
Maybe they
pill.
just knew like, they just knew that that was some route that you could.
Because this guy
Go
is
on.
like, I've been having some really bad nightmares, man. I can't sleep, so they gave him sleeping pills. And it's like 1924, and I'm like, wouldn't that just be like
I don't know.
opium?
I think they got sleeping pills back then.
But again, wouldn't it just be opium and not like an actual sleeping pill? Love a stopper for a pill bottle? Yeah. Gotta love it. Also, I asked Misty what you're playing waifu game about, because I consider playing waifu game. But on the PC version, I know that for a while they had, like, creepy anti-cheat that was spying on your computer.
Nick, how's your tiny table?
Excuse me.
That was his desk.
This is a huge
Natural
table, yeah.
Well, you know what I
Sit
mean. You're
like
turning it
you
into the little tables that they use.
Oh,
to sit on
the
floor.
kotatsu thing.
I mean, it's 70 inches long, but
Good
yeah.
old story of
It's like
blackmail.
You
little
know what I mean.
tables
Okay,
and
yeah,
height.
I'll post a picture. Yeah. I was just trying to find the best photo. Actually, I was doing a lot of angles.
It
Trying to
was a little.
capture,
It's a little table as in terms
I'm
of
get-
height, Nick.
I'm getting a phone call here.
In terms of height, it's also the same as like a tiny table.
I should
This isn't a coffee table one. I've done something different. You'll see.
F to Goff GF. Yeah, that is a thing that was on there, huh?
been a while
This
since
is
I
what
jotted
I've
down
created.
something other than my nightmares.
It's a good thing I gotta get up
Did
to
not
get
know
my
it was a
potatoes.
gotcha game. I hadn't gone to that part. Is very much Breath of the Wild though. It honestly just looks like it's like, what if we combined action games, Breath of the Wild, and
Oh, okay,
waifus?
that's cute. See, I thought it looked lower to the ground for me.
I might have been standing up when I took the first photo.
The picture that
and there
the
was
picture,
nothing on it.
the picture that Tyler sent me, it looked like the first one. It looked really like low to the ground. That's why I
It
said
was-
tiny table.
It was by itself. Yeah, there wasn't like anything to really.
I'm
compare it to
sorry.
around it.
What? I'm reading this guy's documents.
Is your
so
one
far.
monitor standing up differently?
It is.
Yeah, it does that.
Okay.
Also, there's a little heater on the left side, like like in between the drawers there and the edge of the desk. There's a little heater.
So your feeties will stay warm.
It like heats the entire. The blanket keeps all the heat in.
Yeah,
Very cute. I'm gonna look at my
literally a
potatoes.
kotatsu. Like it's just a
It is,
desk-
yeah. I've
it's
just
a desk
made a
tatsu.
desk version.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with my creation.
I just want to point out, this guy's like, yeah, the sleeping pills and alcohol can't keep my memories at bay. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up, and it's like, why do you think your dreams are going to kill you? Like that sounds more crazy than the dreams being crazy. Oh, fuck! I forgot this game's secretly an RPG, Nick.
Oh, we're back to left side chat.
I-
Rearrange my monitors.
I have child porn points.
Oh god damn it! Every
I-
time.
every
Why
time they
can't
call
we
it
just do
CP.
something else?
It's
Just call it something else.
just call it anything but CP. Like, just don't do it. The CPP. Listen, you gotta have 6 cheese pizzas before you can level up, okay? Or
Oh.
Comet pizzas. Dude, I fucking love Pizzagate. It's so stupid. We we have a sanity meter that is a spiral, and it is declaring my mental trauma. So apparently, despite the fact that we are stable, we have mental trauma nightmares. So we will be acquiring new mental trauma, I suppose. There is a series of locks. So kind of want to go for maybe full mental trauma? Combat power like Pokemon? Yeah, the detective totally has combat power. Like, how's your system run in there for the heat? How's it doing? We'll know in time. Pierce Investigations Agency contracted to Wentworth Detective Agency. Look at all those mental trauma. Exactly. Private detective agency contracted to Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there's no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances. They're not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed. Should probably get rid of these empty bottles. Place is mine. Why don't you just get a bed? That's the simple answer to that. We don't have any information on the occult. In our inventory, we have a lighter. Lost Battalion. Should I play Xenosaga 1, 2, and 3? I mean, if you want to. Shepard was, but then he lost his save data. Knowledge. Okay, so we can go back and review all of our stuff. That's fine.
I'm back with the cheesy potatoes.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
I have learned that my character is trapped inside of an RPG.
Like, actually?
No, like, there's, like, RPG points for upgrading your character.
Oh, cool.
Have a drink, don't have a drink. Encourage alcoholism. Maintain my insanity. Maintain my insanity.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by...
I have never played the Xeno games. I just,
That's
like,
correct.
read about that
Hello,
shit.
Mr. Pierce. I'm
I don't even know
Cheryl
that much about it.
in charge of investigators
What,
over at
Xeno?
Wentworth.
I'm on
I'm
Blade?
calling
Xenosaga and
because of a
Xenoblade,
crime.
yeah.
Oh, why
Apply
Xenoblade? Blade?
destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very
That was
sorry,
an
but I
okay
have to
game.
collect your personal information yet again.
Gonna have to collect your personal information yet again. Okay.
Nick Vanish?
For now. I can remove points from things. Nope. I start with the default of 3 in some things, 2 in others. I feel like this man's not an eloquent man. This is a man who's come back from the war. He's a drunkard. He's seeing hallucinations. I don't feel like this man is a man of words. Spot hidden could be good, because then we could see spots that are hidden. Hey, Tucker. Prefers Xenoblade 1, but 2's got more complex. Xenosaga keeps being referenced in the Xenoblade games. That's fair. I do kind
Actually,
of...
in Breath of the Wild, I think you can get Xenoblade armor.
Yes, you can. I never did.
It's not that great, so I don't recommend it anyway.
I thought that it was pretty good, apparently. Like, people said that it was.
Let me rephrase that. It doesn't look that great, so...
Okay, psychology. I have 8 cheese pizzas. So that means that I can upgrade like 2 stats or a few of these other... Ooh, fuck that one. Not that one. I can upgrade a medicine. I could upgrade a spot hidden. But psychology and occultism, they take a lot. And I kind of want more into these because I feel like these will be fun. Think Link's too tall for it all? That's fair. Alright, we're gonna bump a point into occultism. Oh, we actually can do more than this. Okay. It actually needs to be many points that go into it to get a full level. These are just percentages. fucking RPG mechanics in my Cthulhu game? Who would have guessed? My Cthulhu game can't possibly be this RPG. Okay, 2. So we are a amateur occultist. And you know what? Let's bump our psychology up, or I don't know, medicine's our lowest stat, and I feel like having it all be as even as possible could be really good. It's probably a wrong decision. It's probably a game that you're supposed to just max things, but we'll go medicine. Because medicine only requires a few to put points into, so there we go. We are now an amateur at least everything. We are a professional strength band, however. We can fight for what's right. Meds might be helpful. I don't know this game. I was surprised that there was an RPG mechanic in a horror game about Cthulhu. I don't know what the fuck's happening here. Spot hidden. Well, you know what? We only need like 2 points for spot hidden. We'll go spot hidden. We are a now professional spot hider. What that means, don't worry about it. Yeah, sure. These are our character points. All games need skill trees, otherwise it doesn't count as a game. That's fair.
May I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contract.
As you know,
And
we all gotta sound like this on the
you've been
phone.
accepting
I added
UN
too much
cases.
garlic to these potatoes.
Work is
Hidden
scarce.
object game inside your RPG.
You know as well as I do, there's never been more
I went to a place for
investigative
breakfast
work
today
than
called
now.
Bagel Beanery.
But are those
I don't like that.
Ooh.
They're worth not losing your life.
Had a very good bagel.
Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth detective agency.
It was like a
So,
bagel
uh,
sandwich. It was like a breakfast sandwich, but with bagel bun, and the bagels were really good.
What? What? Now we're in a cutscene just like that. Oh my god, I'm so sweaty. I'm in New York. Is this summer? I thought it was October. Why am I so sweaty?
So, working in a car
Sir, I
dealership,
came
pretty
here
great.
on the advice of a person
Yeah, right?
whom
It's
I
fun.
hold in high esteem.
Busy.
And I must say that I
Is it still
expected
busy?
Anything
Yeah.
but drunkards
I mean, it
and
was the
men.
last 2 days I worked. I didn't work today. I right now I don't work weekends.
These guys' mouths don't line up
You're
right.
free to
I
leave
I work
anytime,
weekends
sir.
next shift. Like
Do you know to
next
whom you
month.
speak?
Stephen Webster.
I was gonna say,
industrial
usually with
estate
car
architect.
dealerships, they
All of Boston.
the end of the
knows.
month is where it's
Tell
busy,
me,
and then at the
Mr.
beginning. it's
Pierce,
pretty
are you capable of handling a new
Maybe with
case,
them.
or are you simply a deadbeat
rolling over.
inebriate?
it's
If
like
you
pretty
come to
cool
me,
because I only work 3 days a week.
It means you're desperate.
Nobody believes
But
me.
it sucks because
They
it's
take me
14-hour
for an
shifts.
old fool.
Yeah, that is a
Sarah,
lot, but that
my
also
little
is pretty
girl.
sick.
Right?
I
She
would,
is
I would
dead.
love that, honestly.
Even
And
you
then
must
like
know
when
her.
the person
She
who
was
works the
Sarah
second
Hawkins,
shift has to transfer to the
the
first
painter.
shift, they have to work
Yes.
like
Everyone knows her work.
3 days,
The
have a day
police
off work
accuse her
3
of
days
killing
to
her
get on
family.
the first
They
shift.
all
Like when you have to
stuck.
switch shifts.
Sarah,
So one
her
person has
husband,
what you call Hell Week,
and
where they have
Simon,
to
my
work because there's
grandson.
only 2 cashiers, me and the other
Do
girl.
anything for a woman who is
Yeah,
ready
well,
to
no, it's that you have to work
Find
6
out the
14-hour
truth.
shifts in a row.
They say she was mad,
And the
but
other
I know
person
that's
has a full
lie.
week off, and
She
then the
would
next
never
month
have
it
done
switches
such
when
a
they have to
That's
switch
really
shifts.
dumb.
If you have no
Right? Like that's the only caveat,
Just
but I'm like,
hire
it's 1
someone
week.
else.
It's like, no, it's fine because it's like it's
What
1
the
week every other
fuck
month. Who
is
cares?
happening?
It's fine.
I don't know.
Like it's gonna suck when I have it, but
Tell
like
me
when I
the
have
essentials
literally a
that
week
come
off
to
of
mind.
work, I'm just like,
True,
cool. Whenever the border opens up, I'm just gonna go see Tyler.
I am
Yeah.
losing it right now at how this game
What am I
operates.
supposed to
I have
do?
gone in and out of
Tell me-
cutscenes 3 times,
If this is the work of madness.
2 of which were in the
Or
same
if, on the
conversation.
contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes.
Man, that's how my jaw works in the
Alright.
morning.
I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? A painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Yeah, car dealerships can be pretty wild. Like the cockroach car, that was fun. That was a highlight of the week.
Yeah, Rachel was very unhappy when I told her about that.
I legit threw up.
strange
Like I was so disgusted.
A feeling of dread.
And then the same day, we had a 2020 Corvette come through. It was like, but they were right across from each other in the shop. It's really weird.
Okay, I feel really like this is gonna sound very stupid because we've played many first-person shooter games before, and they never have like a jump button, right? I don't know why. I feel like this game should have a jump button.
You know why? I will tell you exactly. It looks like New Vegas. This has big New Vegas vibes right now. You're in like a doctor's office. There's shit everywhere. I feel like
I'm not in a doctor's office, dude. This is my office.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Other than that part, I guess I was under the thought that you
What happened with
had,
the car? I guess they
woke up
cleaned it.
and this guy was a doctor. They put some bug bombs in there. They put 3 of them in there. They were just crawling all over them at first, but apparently eventually they all died.
Oh no! No! Oh no! Okay, hold on. I can't get a good angle on this. Look at these character models that they've clearly just put through a Photoshop pencil sketch. Oh my god, that's so good.
Why did they bring it in because of the cockroach problem?
Apparently it just needed transmission work.
The Hawkins family.
And then you saw the
Or like a new
cockroaches?
transmission, rather. Yeah, the guy drove it in to the shop and then got out and like started working on it and then looked in and was like, was that a bug? And then looked back and was like, what the fuck? When I went into the building where it was, the manager was walking out and he was like, go look at that car. And I was like, what car? He's like, the one with like 6 people standing around it. And we were all just staring at it going, oh shit, man.
Because then, like, you have to worry, like, did they spread?
So,
Yeah,
Mr.
I mean, yeah, he
Pierce,
refused to work on
what
it.
do you make
They
of
threw the bug
these
bombs in there and then just left it.
elements?
Was the guy
Oh
pissed?
no!
No, he was just like, not gonna work on it, whatever.
It has Mass
I'll do whatever it
Effects.
No, like the guy that dropped the car off.
Oh, I don't know the story on that yet.
Investigation
If anything,
slash
he fucking happened,
professional.
We killed him.
Tell me about your story, dude. And also, where can I buy those glasses? Because I would like them.
Those are very you glasses.
I've
Do I
been
sound
getting
any different? My microphone moved.
Dude, this guy's
Though they
bow
mentioned
tie
the
is made of
Spencer's
gold.
estate was fragile.
I've
believe you
had
are
to deal
right.
with so far my second on my second day. First off, I
I am
can't
aware of that.
the desk
I
they
believe
have
there
are
is more to
standing
this case
desks,
than
and so
just
like
past.
they got these super tall chairs, and
Oh yeah.
I can't get into the chair.
Yeah, you're too short just to jump up onto it. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
sender's label
So,
mentions warehouse.
The first 2 days I just stood on
That's
my
right.
feet for 14
It came
hours
with Sarah's
straight.
last painting.
And
think
the
your
first day
daughter
I was
could be
okay with
sender.
it, like it hurt, but I'm
That
like,
is
it's
what
fine,
you
it's fine,
must
it's
find
fine. So
out.
the second day I
Go
was
to
like, I'm gonna wear
Darkwater.
heels. So maybe
Find
the heel will
warehouse
give me a little bit of
36.
oomph so I can get
That's
in
a
the...
terrible idea.
No, it
Oh,
didn't.
to get up onto it.
I
Oh,
thought
okay.
these
Yeah, to get
fragile
up
heels
the
would
chair.
allow me to jump into a chair.
Yeah, maybe the heels will give me enough height where I can
And-
like oomph my way into it.
And also,
And then
when
I-
it doesn't work, you're
And
then
then I
in
was-
heels all day.
Yeah, and then I was stupid, and I didn't bring a second pair of shoes to change into. So I was just wearing heels
It's a
for
small
14 hours
remote
straight,
island
standing on my
God.
feet,
She
and
She
it got to
pulled
the
a
point.
1950s.
It got to the point
Yeah.
where
I
I just sort
suppose
of
you
like
want to
was like,
ship
can
me
they
off
see
there.
me in this corner? And the girl I was working with was like, no, and I just sat on the floor. I'm like, this is so painful. And then I took my shoes off, and like the sides of my feet are just raw, and there's
Yeah.
blisters everywhere. And so
That's
then
not
finally the HR lady came down. She's like, hi, how are you doing? Why are you on the floor? And I told her like, I
private
can't get into the chair. She's
not
like,
art.
that's really legal for you just to
guess
stand
you're
on
not
your
as
feet for
clever as you
14
think.
hours. And so she had one of the people buy a stool. So Monday when I start my shift, there's a stool where I can get, because like the chairs don't even have backs where I can grab a
You
hold and
must tell
pull
me
up.
if what
Like
the
there's
police
no
knows
way,
about the
there's no way
state
for me
of
to
your
get on the
daughter.
on the stupid chair.
Noid.
Yeah.
Sarah
Guess how much my Xbox Game Pass is now that it rolled over?
One.
She never would have heard
It's
of
$1. Why wasn't I doing this whole time? Regular 10, by the way. So this is after the price increase where they doubled the price of it. I can still get it for
My
$1.
daughter was an enigmatic
What the
figure,
fuck
Mr.
is wrong
Pierce.
with them? Who's doing this?
There's some guy who's just sitting there on his own. Like there's some cyberpunk dude, right? Who's sitting there
there's
in a room somewhere looking over his shoulder, making sure that Microsoft doesn't see him resetting everybody's account back.
This
to
is
one.
Mr. Robot's master plan.
Give everybody like free Xbox.
That's what he was up to.
Dude, if Mr. Robot's plot was just about Rami Malek giving everybody $1 Xbox Game Pass, that show would be a
Aw,
lot
dude.
better.
It did go off the deep end a little bit.
It got so fucking stupid near the end of it, and I know that it's one of those things where you're supposed to go like, is this just him being crazy, or is it
Yeah.
like everything is
But-
actually this crazy? But then
Yeah.
it was just like, no, it's just actually this crazy, and
It's just actually crazy. Yeah.
I didn't like it anymore.
The sender's label mentions.
Yeah, that's when I stopped
warehouse
watching, too.
36.
That's right.
Which was sad
It
because
came
I
with
was really
Sarah's
into the
last
characters.
painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what
The
you
fuck is
must
my
find
Microsoft? Oh,
out.
that's my Microsoft password.
Go to
Okay.
Darkwater. Find
I'm,
This is all I'm
um,
gonna be told.
real
I
excited
think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm
to
willing to do
go back and
anything
because
for
like
my daughter to recover her
Monday's
honor.
my
Look at that
first
guy's
day by
elbows.
myself. Like no one's gonna be there to help, but I'm really terrified.
Let's sum things up. An artist dies.
Yeah, that's always
with her
scary.
family.
Well, I've only had 2 days
Her
of
only
training, and
clue
apparently I was doing great. So like, yeah, Monday you'll be by yourself.
Promontory painting
And I'm
sent
like,
from
oh,
Dark
prepare
World
for the
right
world to
before her death,
fucking burn, I guess.
You're supposed
And
to
the
say.
rumors about her supposed
line.
folly.
which you don't totally
Oh, prepare for
deny.
disappointment. Yeah.
Find
Yeah,
that
yeah.
warehouse.
Oh, so
Find out the
my
truth regarding Sarah Hawkins'
I
death.
need to remember that not
You'll be
everybody has a
handsomely
dark sense of
compensated.
humor
All right,
because one of the ladies,
You've been around us too
I'll
long.
go to Dark World.
one of the ladies said something like
Thank you,
something
Mr.
about
Pierce.
like be
I didn't
careful or I'm
expect
gonna
any
stab
less
you with
coming
this
from a
thing.
man
Like
in
she was
your
carrying
situation.
something and didn't want to. And I was just like, well, I have no will to live, so go ahead.
It's not like I have a
And then there
choice.
was silence because the lady was an HR rep, and I went, "I'm kidding. It's a joke. I'm
Dark
sorry. Please don't like make me have
I
to
think I've got
speak
a
to a
book on that
psychologist or whatever."
I'll
And
no
my
doubt find
supervisor,
some
who's the
information
Wiccan
on
lady,
this
was
island
just
in there.
fucking losing her mind.
Oh yeah, I should stress. One of the first things Rachel told me about working there was literally my supervisors putting googly eyes on everything.
That's really strong.
Yeah, right. She went into she showed up 20 minutes early, so she was the first person even in the building, and she ran into all of the men's bathrooms and put googly eyes on the thing that says like please stay 6 feet apart. She put googly eyes on like little face mask boys.
Pierce
She put
the Hawkins
googly
case,
eyes on
Pierce
every
Douglas
single
is
potted
accused of
plant.
having caused the fire that killed her.
She
and
put
her
googly
family.
eyes on like everything, and then like some like Scrooge some Scrooge
Scrooge
motherfucker was like
Some
walking around.
Scrooge McDuck.
It was like no, seriously, he was walking around like pulling all the fucking googly eyes off of everything, and he was like, "Our owner won't like it if she comes in and sees these googly eyes," and we're like, "Who? Stop! Just stop, please!"
This just reminds me of the Russian kid that went around his school putting signs up that were like printouts of Shadow the Hedgehog saying "nice dick" or something like that.
Yeah, I remember that. I love that. That one's more acceptable than to be taken down. But
Yeah, well, that one's actually a reason to take it down, but I get the unprofessionalism of walking into a room full of googly eyes, but on the other hand, if I walked into a car dealership and it was covered in googly eyes, I think I'd just go, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, like, it makes a lot of people laugh, so that's why she's like, it's really depressing. So, googly eyes.
I like how this cutscene right now, I can't tell if this is from a game that came out like 2 years ago or a game that came out like 14 years ago. Like, that boat looked like shit.
And what's really funny is every time he takes the googly eyes off, she'll show up the next morning early and she'll put them right back on.
Look at how much worse the boat textures look than this man.
It looks really bad.
Also, look at the size of the stitches on his jacket.
It's a car.
This man is a PS3 character living on a PS2 boat.
Game Pass is having Hispanic Heritage Month, which is literally just guacamole to Gears 5 and Flight Simulator.
What the fuck, Gears 5?
Almost there.
Flight Simulator?
Not even Gears 1?
I mean, Gears 5 is a new one. They gotta advertise that one. And the fact that it's on Game Pass. So is Night in the Woods, by the way.
Night in the Woods is pretty good. I've owned it for years and I've never played it, but one of my favorite LPs for the Super Best Friends was that. I love games that do this, by the way. Intro cutscene and then just movie title card. It's like movies haven't done this in years.
Dude, that's what I watched. Me and Rachel we rewatched Thor Ragnarok, and
Dude, that
the
opening scene
intro
is
in that,
so fucking good, though.
it felt so old in such a good way.
That movie feels like if you took 90s and 80s energy and thrust it into a modern day film.
I think one of my favorite jokes was the shake weight joke. Not because the shake weight's funny anymore, but because it's dated when the movie was made. Like,
Yeah.
when the joke was told, it was already dated, and that is funny. The fact that they used such a dated joke.
They weren't being out of touch by using a dated joke. They were using a dated joke intentionally to be funny.
And it's genius. It was fucking hilarious. I love it.
I think
Thor
that's why...
Ragnarok was the only Marvel, Marvel movies are great, and they're cool, whatever. Thor Ragnarok was by far my favorite one.
Oh,
honestly,
yeah.
I think that Iron Man 1 is still like top...
Iron Man 1 is still
It's not
so
the best.
good, yeah.
It's in my top 5, though.
It is still
Like,
so good.
I don't know if it's just because I'm an AC/DC guy, but like the start of it just being back in black is so cheesy but good at the same
Yeah,
time.
right.
Where
And
it's,
it wasn't Iron Man.
yeah, when it's like Tony Stark, weapons dealer, going through fucking Iraq, and you're just like, holy shit, what is this plot?
You know what? Go have a drink of the stranded whale.
So we
Look at
watched
how this
the
guy's
Ragnarok.
mouth moves when he talks.
Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but
It, that too.
it's a surprise.
And then
Oh,
we,
that scene
that's
was
fun.
just so
Find me at the
solid.
harbor master's office.
When Thor had
It's
no
the
shirt on,
Hawkins family that
me and
brings you
Rachel
here.
lost our
I
minds.
have a pilot.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, we were
Uh-huh.
we finished that, and then we started Doctor Strange
Um,
because he was in that movie, and neither of us
What's
seen
he
that in a
doing
long
with his
time.
legs?
He's got his sea legs.
He's readjusting. Anyway, yeah.
Doctor
Doctor Strange was like surprisingly okay.
But that's
So,
the
okay,
problem, is
so-
it's just okay.
So we watched Thor and then watched Doctor Strange because he was in it. At that point, we were. I think she was on her 4th or 5th glass of wine. We had refilled the bong 3 times, and it just didn't really hold us together. We passed out halfway in through it.
Here's the
Yeah.
here's the real problem with it. It has almost nothing about what makes Doctor Strange great.
No. And
Yeah,
I'm
it was
sorry,
just-
I
it was
don't
so
like.
much explanation.
I don't like. I know people are like Benedict Cumberbatch was the perfect role. I don't like him as Doctor.
I like him as an
Strange.
asshole.
Here's the thing. He works as Doctor Strange. I hated it for a long time that he got that role. He did it. He was fine. I still want to see what the Joaquin Phoenix take on that would have been.
Yeah, that would
Like, just sad, angry Doctor Strange at the beginning, and then at the end he's just a quirky weirdo, and everybody's like, who the fuck is this? I'm sorry.
I wish he was more of a weirdo. Yeah.
Wait, didn't I see your
Also-
face on one of the exact other character models?
One of the only times I've ever read Doctor Strange in a comic book, he said the line, "I've forgotten more things than you know," to a character, and I was just like, "Yeah, this is Doctor Strange." That's the kind of shit he says.
Are these just
to
like the
somebody.
same dude 3 times?
I will say though, I'm so in love with Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
The hair's a little different. Yeah.
Well, the
he's-
facial hair and the stuff is different, but like that's the same face model
yeah,
on 3
it's-
men,
it's
right?
the same man.
And like the same
He's the same
clothes
build.
too, right? Just this one has
Yeah.
a vest and the other one does. Okay. Are
Maybe
they
the tailor is very.
well? Are they
not
siblings
very
or
good.
is this town really inbred?
I mean,
These are our options,
there's only one tailor and only one barber, and they're not very good at what they do.
dude. I don't even think
People
this
just end
place
up
has
kinda
one
looking the same.
barber. Look at it. Imagine you. This is not Innsmouth. No. Imagine you come up to a town, right? And it looks this shit right from the get-go. But then you look at all the lights, and they're whatever the fuck this green color is. And you're just like, yeah, that's normal. Like, nobody that lives here is a sane person right from the get-go. I also don't know how to get rid of my lighter, so it's just in every scene.
Your
Oh, he put it away!
Hey, there you go.
I don't know what happened to put it away. He just took it right out again!
Maybe when you get close to a light, he puts it away.
Nope, because...
All right. Well,
Also, the perspective on that light's really fucked up. Oh, God.
You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know.
Don't badmouth
Yeah, the
what
other
you don't
weird
know.
here.
All right, hold on. I have medical. I can examine this fish wound.
The blood is just beginning to
oh, that's what
coagulate.
medical school gave you.
It died a short
It
time
gave me
ago.
the ability to
Only
look at a dead
specialists will
fish.
know what killed it.
The problem
Only
is
a
I don't have
specialist
hard-
would know what killed it.
I don't have a hard board between the blanket and my mouth.
It's the same man.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
It's another two of the same man. Also,
guards
this
are
guy
never
who
released.
just won't stop side-eyeing me.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
He's got this
Something
thing face from
coming.
Juno.
Something real bad.
I shouldn't be like making fun of this as hard as I am, but like this guy's voice is the best.
They're cops.
They sound
can't
like
understand.
Fargo characters.
Stupid idiots.
I love
Forget
that.
it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way.
The same
My desk
goes
feels
for
so
you,
much
sir.
cleaner.
Move along.
Incredible.
Ask about Warehouse
I'm looking
36.
for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself.
Good
This
to
guy
know.
didn't even ask me
Good
who
to
are
know.
you. He just said who you.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't?
Are there characters
Oh,
that have
no,
ruined
no.
names
I'm
for
not
you
getting
guys?
into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to
This
do my
guy's name is
job.
Officer Bradley, and as a result, I
understand.
just
You're
think
not
of Fuhrer
sailors.
Bradley.
It's a sign. There's something
Like
coming.
title
Something
name
real
has
bad.
just been ruined for
Yeah.
me for that.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
Well, I want to ask you more. What was that?
What are you shysters? You're crazy. You can see that I'm busy,
Yeah, there's real
can't you?
people that have-
Oh God, he does it repeatedly.
Whoa, what was that? Yeah.
He only let me get one question. I couldn't ask him anything else.
He really jumps into animation.
There's real people that have ruined names, like Hitler. Man, it's kind of fucked up that like a lot of his descendants are just like we'll just never have children. So that way there's no more Hitlers. It's like just don't do that because you're letting him ruin it. I can't take this. Why is this? Why is it here? It wasn't even his like first name.
Prohibition is just
He had a
joke.
previous surname.
That suits me fine.
Prohibition is a joke around here. It suits me fine. I don't know. You're getting pretty fucking drunk off your ass previously.
Yeah.
I hate this. These random cutscene jumps that I know are going to last for 3 seconds and then go away. Don't spit on the floor. What are you, that kid I knew in school?
Ah!
No, you're just the same character model as that other guy.
What if it loads the level in the background of the cutscene?
Oh shit!
Hey, be careful.
What the fuck? Yeah, here, let me just kick your face into the bar and then say be careful.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
What about people that improve names? Keanu. That's
Yeah,
a name
we're
for
gonna get-
nobody,
we're gonna get
and
some
then
Keanus.
he will make it so that way there are more of them.
Yeah, I think we might see some.
Okay. We don't serve troublemakers. I can show a show of strength or a show of eloquence.
Bella? A lot of Bellas came out. I wouldn't say improved, though. That's probably a negative.
There's at least one Naruto that was born to white people.
I thought you were just going to say Nart.
Tyler, I know what I want to name our son.
I'm gonna be honest. If my kid did a Naruto run, I'm gonna call them Nart for like 3 years with no context, and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is my dad calling me?" It wasn't me who went looking for it. I literally kicked the man's chair and pushed him forward into the bar. He didn't show me respect.
How many kids have been named
You
after
saw him
PewDiePie?
just like me.
I don't
That
remember
bum
what his
deserved a
first name
lesson.
even is.
Felix.
Yeah, but he's regular, and you're not.
That's not a
I can
weird
see that
name
you and
at
I are
all.
off
Like
to
you
a
could
bad
easily
start.
name your kid that, and then in the
here
back of
for
your head be
It's
like,
a-
"He's after PewDiePie."
Not for
It's a solid name. Like,
I
there's a
don't know.
K-pop star with the name Felix, and I'm like,
Speak
that's a
then.
solid
I
name.
reserve the right to answer. or
Ah,
not.
shit!
Can I tell you one thing I hate about PewDiePie?
I can tell you a
His
lot.
his fucking
I didn't
girlfriend,
expect
well,
to
wife
find
now.
alcohol on this island.
Marzia or
voice.
whatever.
What's the source of this?
Her voice,
You mean
just
who?
nails.
Listen,
on
my bar for what are terrible and annoying women has dropped
tell
significantly since Belle Delphine
She'd know
came
it
into
anyway.
existence.
Who?
Anything else?
Yeah, if you don't
Gamer
know,
Girl.
that's better.
Bathwater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just know her as like not cute, real cringy kind
Do
of
you know?
hater.
I mean, that's kind of the point. Yeah, that's why I fucking love her.
Warehouse 36.
Somebody did like a deep dive on her and found out that she
Hawkins
has like a couple of
warehouse.
separate businesses that her and her like
See,
boyfriend
yeah.
own, and it
Nice.
seems
If
that
I
they're
were you,
using
I
that money to
wouldn't
funnel
hang
it
around.
into the other businesses.
Good.
So it's like,
First
you know
off,
what?
there are rumors.
She's just stupid on the
Sailors from
surface,
around here say
and
you can
that's
hear
fine.
noises
But
coming
holy
from
shit,
the
is it
Bathwater,
cringe?
bitch. That is very
Oh, yeah.
rude.
Screams.
Oh yeah, no,
that
she
sort of thing.
100%
bitch.
is just
And that's not all.
she
There's
100%
the
is
fate
just
of its
doing it to
owners
troll
and
with
all the
people. I feel.
superstitions that
Yeah,
go
she
with
trolls
it.
and makes money off
But
of it.
all
Like,
She
that's-
might as well. I do
Her
think that
OnlyFans
she has
popping up.
started posting her actual asshole though.
She has.
Yeah, she has.
Which I mean, that's the natural progression, right? Eventually, people are not going to keep like
I forgot. I
subbing
was
to
gonna
your
tell Connor.
stuff.
I was trying to find a way to tell Connor that one of her OnlyFans videos where she shows her butthole has a song in it from a band that we both saw live because we like them. But I gotta tell him that without being like, so I was looking up.
So I was looking at Belle Delphine's asshole pics.
Never understood why.
I don't think there's a way around it though. I gotta just feel like so.
I don't want to speak ill of
Just say I sent it to you, dude. I take no qualms.
It's not speaking ill if it's true. I love the idea of this guy being like, I don't want to speak ill of the dead. And then this one random stranger from out of town comes in and he's like, you're not speaking ill if you're shit talking, it's true. It's true they were very strange.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it?
The way this guy speaks
Yeah.
is very
Well, it
inconsistent.
wasn't normal.
Because he speaks kind of
I
like
mean,
how I
for a
do it all
young
the time.
woman
Where it's
with a
very quiet
child
like this
and
at
all
first. And
that.
then he suddenly gets loud like
We
this.
saw
And
them
then it's
in the
back
papers,
on.
and we said to ourselves,
She didn't show her butthole, by the way. She put
"Who
a
can paint such things?"
she put a fidget spinner in it.
Is that how she sees it?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
If you're gonna show something on OnlyFans or whatever, that's the last thing you show. It's asshole. No. You make them work
Yeah.
for the vagina. Because like that's the primary thing they're expecting, right? They think they're gonna get that first. You hold it out till it lasts, and then people get like, yeah, that's what I wanted.
She's really even shown like a nipple on there. Like she still
Was it
doesn't
so
really
terrible?
much, but
Well,
I
she
just
has
hate
become
'cause
much
she-
more lewd.
the truth
She's
is
just
really
not.
a question of point
She's
of
just
view.
not a pretty girl. At least when I look at her, I don't think she's a
Do you
pretty
still
girl.
trust the truth?
I'm
or
sorry.
the
I mean, she looked like an
whiskey?
anime character.
That guy's mug was jittering in the corner on its own for a second. It stopped now.
I've got what I need.
Anything
Holy
else?
shit, dude! And
There it
then we
goes.
ran into the shopkeeper, and the shopkeeper shot, and I jumped over the bullets. That didn't hit me. And their aggro is a lot better.
What can you tell me
I
about
know this is very.
Is this gonna be a
Y'all knew she
repeat of
was
before?
famous on the mainland. For then,
How do we? How do I
Yes.
kill
Okay.
shopkeepers?
Well,
Why?
fuck.
I've got what I need.
Games that don't
Anything else?
gray out dialogue options when you're done with them can fuck right off.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
Her nose is
What can I tell
unbelievably
ya?
small.
I'm a nostalgic
Belle
sort of
Delphine's
guy.
nose looks
The
like
name
the girl
reminds us
from
of
the Goofy
golden
movie,
age of
but real.
Darkwater.
Hey, I'm gonna
While
tell you
whalers left
what
for
does
long
that.
months
It's
and
called
came
contouring.
back, sweating and
She
stinking
contours
of
her
the
nose
oil
to make it look that
Well,
small.
Some people
Fuck
do
yeah.
just also have small noses.
It was a tough
Yeah,
time,
but she
all the same.
contours her nose to make it look
but
that
steeped
small.
in
Because you want to know what I do at conventions
never
to make my
known
tits
such
look
wealth
huge? I
since
bigger than they are. I contour them. If you add more shading than what's there, it tricks the eye to think like, oh fuck, it's either smaller and or bigger.
I can order a drink. I kind of want to play this game making this guy be sober, and that's what drives him insane.
You should.
That'll
Man,
be
we
all
should
for
play that other RPG game with a lot of dialogue.
Yeah. My hand went places.
The Yog? Are you saying the Yog? Are you saying the
I am
Yog?
not saying the yacht, although that is not a bad idea.
I don't know why I'm enjoying this so much. Like, what a small bug that's just
It's
so
not like
good.
I've been asking for the Yog for like
It's a literal month.
a month.
Because I had like the first videos that went up of it, and it was that. I can't figure out how to put this thing away. I really
Nobody
don't
cares
know.
what
So
I want.
it's just part of me now. My lighter is now just a part of my body. Oh, this guy's gonna be an important character.
Disco Elysium. I'm thinking of Disco Elysium.
Speaking of, do you want to see the protagonist of Disco Elysium? It really does look like him.
Yeah.
In any universe like this, if you see a person who has scars and tattoos written put on weird places on their body, that is an important character. We'll talk to you later. What about you? Well, okay, I was gonna say 3 identical men, but it's actually 2 identical men.
You like our song?
You like our song?
True sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
The end of whaling?
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course. They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
Ah,
You
shit,
could
dude.
say that, yes.
I'm really
I'm
bad at
always-
keeping
Fewer and
dogs
fewer of
alive.
them.
I'm always surprised
Until
when
the
like
last,
a girl's
biggest.
boyfriend's totally cool with her
One of
just
the
having an OnlyFans.
miraculous catch.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, some people's boyfriends force them into prostitution.
I've never heard this.
That is fair.
Only people from
A lot of
here
people
know
also
it.
are just really good at
Tells the story
compartmentalizing.
of
They're
the
just like, yeah, that's just
miraculous
pictures, but I
hatch.
fuck them.
It's a local.
Yeah.
Watch what you say.
The one that
young
always
man.
gets me is porn,
That
but
cat
even then, it's
say
just
that
I
like,
mean, even then, it's like she fucks him, but
Where's the
like
proof?
she loves me. I hope.
We're the
yeah, and also like,
Without it,
porn
the
is
whole of
usually apparently
Darkwater would have
incredibly
died of
uncomfortable for a
hunger
lot
in
of women.
1847.
Yeah, because the
It's
dick's
true.
too big.
Not even that. They're
Everything
just like the
happened just
positions
as
that
it
they put
says
you
in
in,
the
doing it for like
newspaper
8 hours. It's just
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
terrible.
Yeah,
One
and
that's
the
framed
thing I
right
think is
behind you.
hilarious is
Our
so many. I
grandparents
couldn't tell you how
tasted
many.
its
Like the
flesh.
one boyfriend I had
It
who
was
dumped me because when I took my bra off, my boob sagged because he didn't think gravity was a thing.
That one's one of my
I bid you
favorites.
farewell.
And I'm like, dude, I'm
Good night,
almost an H-size
stranger.
cup size.
So
Like, of
long.
course my tits are gonna fucking sag when I take my bra off. Fucking imbecile.
People don't
Or
understand
like the
how penis
guy,
work.
The
I
miraculous
had a boyfriend who
catch.
like he went to put me in a
Apparently,
new position and I
the most
queefed because
significant
that's what
event of
happens
the
if you
last
take your
80
dick out and
years.
move me unexpectedly.
I mean, that
like-
just happens.
It happens all the time.
I mean, dudes literally like will just like be doing things and then just fart. Like, shit happens.
Yeah,
man.
like it happens. You usually giggle about it and then you continue on.
yeah,
But he
like
stopped.
be an adult.
He like stopped. Was like, "That was disgusting. You're disgusting." And I'm like,
What an absolute terrible person.
right?
It's like I always
Like-
say, Rachel has just the knack for attracting horrible people, and that includes myself.
Yeah.
It's well, I mean, like,
I love Nick just going, yeah.
I mean, like we've had sex and I've like farted during it, and you're just like, yeah, okay, that happened. And then
Because
I-
I'm not like a child.
I laugh about it. I get really embarrassed, but I'm like, who cares? You don't, so who cares? It's just like
I can't
it
stop
be-
crawling everywhere in this game.
it's like if you fart while doing sit-ups because you're pressing your stomach. Some people do. Like if you're doing a sit-up, you'll fart.
Hello, my queen. The only woman in the bar.
What you looking at, stranger?
It's just like I hate it. I hate it. Or like I love how, like I try telling like my guy like there's my guy friend.
What's
like,
a woman like you doing in a place like this?
ooh, what's this?
Oh my god! I threw something and it apparently went into the shopkeeper's area, and then an explosion
I've
happened
rarely
and he
seen a
died.
woman who can hold her liquor, so
I'm just calling this woman out for drinking a lot.
it was a compliment.
So what?
I love that the
Horse,
the shield
horse,
shows up.
horse, horse, horse.
Why is she so
Please.
sweaty too? Nick's playing Spelunkers. Yeah.
Mister.
I played a little bit of Spelunky,
I saw it.
and I can firmly say that that is not a game that I should play when I'm at work.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
No,
That makes sense.
no, we could play.
Listen, we can't play that when I'm at work.
The Yogg?
Yeah.
No, definitely not. Yeah.
We can play it now?
No, but like,
He's doing Cthulhu.
yeah.
I don't fucking care about what you do at work. I've been asking for the Yogg for like 2 months. Eventually,
This
one of you
guy's
is going to cave in and agree on it,
is
and the other one's going to
Algernon
just
Drake.
Will
sadly
its
follow
reader
along.
and appear at various locations.
I mean, it's not even going to be sadly following along. Like, one day
Alright,
we will
let's
play
try.
the Yogg and we will enjoy it, and then it will be an hour later and we'll play something else.
Yep.
Okay, so this guy doesn't actually want to talk to me.
That's it. Maybe we should let it drift.
This is going to be a problem for me with this game, because it's like, here's a main objective, go talk to Guy, and I'm just like, but what if I don't?
Yeah.
Nick,
Yeah,
who's your main?
I'm having this problem in...
It's the same guy!
Are you stupid or what? Even your captain told you not to stick your noses around here.
Okay,
Like, I have a
well,
quest I should be doing in Breath of the Wild, but then I'm like, I want to go just picking up herbs.
stream
flowers.
looped for like 5 seconds for a good 30 seconds. Twitch sometimes does get fucked like
That's
that.
spooky.
That is spoopy.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Oh shit. I thought I was gonna like come in the back way and get the drop on this guy, and he's right fucking here.
I haven't played Animal Crossing in a good minute.
No, dude, same.
I thought you had one arm, and I've met you previously. That's how much I remember about this game.
Oh, this shopkeeper's just chilling over there. What's he doing?
I want
wonder
to
what
take these
Captain
free
Fitzgerald's got to
apples.
say
These
about
are
this
mine.
game.
Thank you.
I thought you said furry apples, to be honest.
Free. Yes.
No.
FREE. That spells free. Creditreport.com, baby.
That song
Saw
has been
their-
burned in my brain since the early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
Saw their ad on my
This place
TV. Thought
seems
about
half
going, but was
abandoned.
too lazy.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust.
I like that the robots' ropes are
Fishing
made of metal.
equipment. Could do
And
with some
Spelunky
rust
too.
remover.
They all have such good attention to... There's a rat on the floor.
Good.
Speaking of attention to detail. A dead rat in your shitter, man. That's gotta say something about you. Wait, can I close myself in the bathroom? Please. Yes. Okay,
Gosh.
I want to know what magical reality all these games exist in where doors open in both directions every time. Those are
Yeah.
some amazing
A
hinges.
souvenir from a
They
more
really,
prosperous
they really made a decision. That
I
was like a
guess this
citywide
blackboard has made
ordinance.
Basila.
must have been.
Every building has to have doors that go in both directions. Why? For the
Required.
handicapped, it's 1924. Oh, hey, the learning of medicine. Is this going to increase my medicine stat?
I love how everything has physics in this game.
I think one of the most impressive things I've seen about this game is the gold lettering on this book and how it reflects. And that's
does look really good.
That's really sad when that's one of the most impressive things. That did increase my medicine stat. Not by anything significant though, which is fucked. The medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. I have to read more books on medicine? Well, fuck. I do have one cheese pizza. We're gonna hold on to that. Age 41, deceased. Wait, what? Man, she's married to a guy like 10 years older than her. Roy?
Hired helps AI is better. Is another thing. Still real dumb.
Is this tweet?
Still dies a lot.
Is this tweeting any better?
I don't know. Maybe.
Dude, seriously,
No.
what are you guys lighting here that makes everything green?
What a macabre souvenir.
Hired help. Go kill the shopkeeper, dude. Go do it. Go do it, man. I'm gonna whip you down there. I'm gonna throw you down there. Go fucking deal with him.
They're twins.
He's doing it.
This man looks like the captain, but he has the wooden leg. Alright, well, time to assert that this guy is actually like 100 years old. I died today because a hired help put itself in the way when I was putting a sticky bomb down. He went to stand next to me. Oh no.
That's fair.
I brought out
That is
the
a problem.
Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
When you're done, come and talk to me about how I sound like a smoker.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins.
You ever just not get
cargo
enough items?
manifests. They're on the table.
That's like the story of my
manifests
life.
are signed
I feel like
by
that happens a
Charles
lot more in
Hawkins.
this game than it did before.
That's all I'll get from them.
I mean, it's because it makes it run faster and everything is more jacked up in terms of like the geometry. So you don't have the ability to get as much stuff unless you really make an effort.
Yeah, I don't like having to use so many resources just to get around.
They probably made it harder because of like the 10% of people that play Spelunky on like insanest, crazy speedruns.
And
they're
I
just
do like that they
those
made it
people
harder.
will
I'm
be
okay
the
with
only
that.
ones that are here 10 years later.
No, yeah, I'm not upset that it's harder. I'm not even. I never said that once. All that. I just don't like that it takes a lot of resources. I think this level generation problem. I don't think it's a difficulty problem.
I think that those things kind of go side by side, right? Like the level generation is what is difficult about the game now. And ergo,
It's also-
you're using more resources.
I think it's also just more difficult in general.
In Spelunky 1, you just had 40 bombs and they solved all your problems.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't, but I just have
From
no
here,
bombs
I
too often.
see everything that goes on in the harbor.
Like I just have no rope
Lives
right
of
now.
My sailors, The fights at the
Couldn't help it.
stranded whale. Even the antics of these
Oh, we heard the
war
black market.
friends don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Why does
Oh, I wouldn't
the
go
wood
that
on the
far.
wall look like
I'm
it's
just the
covered
last
in
serving
suckers?
captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your documents are literally unreadable, you absolute fuck.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that.
Why can't I
Got
have
no
no
idea
bombs
who
in
did it.
40 miles?
I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
All this.
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
They thought fishing stopped in 1847.
I'm surprised.
Oh, you know what that
Charles
was?
Hawkins
This
had
robot
goods
when he
stored,
goes up to a
knowing that
ledge, he
whaling
beeps.
stopped in
Beep.
1847.
Makes a beep 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 sound.
I see that
And I
you're
thought that was
interested
black
in the
market sound.
history of our island.
I gotta
Indeed,
learn the
maritime activities
sounds better.
ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family
Oh, that
had
waited a long
other
time.
types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom.
No, it was none of my
Like, I don't know if
business.
it's like my game is just very loud or if you're just actually genuinely quieter.
I was about to, I asked earlier. I don't think you heard me. Ironically
Oh,
enough.
you
but
sound fine on my end.
I was gonna say I did change my location of my microphone.
Every now and then you go from like very audible to like a little bit quieter than normal, and it's just like sometimes I struggle to hear you over the man.
I'm not looking at my
That would do it.
mic anymore. Mostly is why it's kind of
Okay.
off to the side a little bit.
Tell me about warehouse
Looking
services.
for
That
warehouse
was very
36.
audible.
You know where it is?
Look,
Holy
it's right
shit,
there.
dude! The shopkeepers can climb
Warehouse
ropes.
is opposite the gate. You can't miss it.
Holy shit,
Okay,
dude!
so
Spoilers.
I gotta
Sorry.
I gotta ask about
You know
turkeys.
who the building belongs to, don't you?
Yeah.
So a turkey existed on the map, and
Yeah.
and then I sat it on a collie thing,
Yeah.
and it died. And across the map, I heard, "I'm not gonna let you hurt my friends," and then got shot by a crossbow.
He found you.
That guy was so fucking far away. How do you know? Like, what's the range on that shit?
It's psychic.
So weird line of sight thing. All right. Hey, so that belonged to the Hawkins family.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here
Sometimes I'm right
wanted
next to
to
him and it
search
doesn't
this
trigger.
warehouse.
God damn it. All right. Hey, this photograph looks like you. Can you look at this photograph? Because every time I do, it makes me laugh.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
The hell is
Interesting
on
resemblance.
Joey's end?
I thought it was you.
Look at
but
this
with
graph.
A wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
You're lying.
Your father.
I don't believe
John
you.
Fitzroy, captain of
I
the
actually
Here
don't
His
believe
wooden
you.
leg is here.
Has been
You
here
can
in
go and see
Moss,
it
Moss,
if
Mountains.
you're interested.
I'm sorry?
What?
Nobody. Who's been? They may listen to Mouth Moods.
I have not.
Okay.
I'll admit.
It's acceptable. It's fine.
I don't know what that is.
One day I'll sit down and listen to it, but like I've been like work boy.
Hmm.
I
It's,
sleep until like 4.
Album. The guy makes
Neil.
he is the best mashup creator
He's
ever.
very good.
He makes songs that sound, but he mixes songs together that sound better than it's insane.
He did the
He put the
Ghostbusters
Chili-
one. That's my
he
favorite
used a
one.
Chili's jingle in a song.
He did.
With the beautiful people or something like that. It works so well.
I still like my favorite one is still just Invisible Bed. Like when it's doing the Ghostbusters thing and it's mixing all the shit together.
My favorite was the Johnny Cash edit one where it's always
I'm
be
just
a
back
baby,
from the
never
wars.
be a gun.
The dead killer whale.
That's a really good one.
Yes.
That's pretty good, yeah.
See your superstitious.
Sleeping with my clothes on repeated like 8 times is good.
Why are they putting the dead whale body back into the sea? Why not just use
The
it?
police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a
You
mistake.
gotta understand, they
Who
didn't know what
says
to do with
whatever
it. I mean,
caused
it
the
is a dead
whales
whale
no
body.
longer
What
in
do
these
you do
waters?
with it?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause.
Hit Me Baby with Beethoven's Fifth is fantastic.
What could have killed
Killer
him?
whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But,
We were listening to that at
gonna
work,
take me for a
and
fool.
one of my coworkers was clearly not enjoying it. I mean, kind of.
Trenches that plunge into the
Back
earth
when I
and
worked at the
shelter
employment
creatures
office, when they were
unlike
gone for
any
lunch,
other.
they told me that I
We're
could put on
talking
any
about
music
the
that I
fault.
wanted using my fucking like
Indeed, you're
iPod
right.
that I had at the time, and or just even using the computer, and I totally was just playing like really fucking loud metal, and so they came back from lunch and they were like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting that."
I would have been expecting that if I knew you, like if I didn't know you rather, and came back to that.
Well, keep in mind when I went in there, I was always dressed with like shirt and tie.
Good point. Yeah. I'm
A
poisoned.
miraculous catch.
I have
Is it
poisons
a
on my
local
heart.
legend?
Not at all.
I got little bubbles coming off of me.
It's an
I get hit by a
episode
scorpion.
from our glorious
That came out of a
past.
fucking pot. Oh, I got the
Don't
damage!
read the story of the sailors
Oh
return
shit,
to
dude.
Darwin.
I'll get rid of this.
It's
Do I just have to go to the
displayed
next
on
level?
wall of the stranded
Probably. Who is Cat?
I found a threatening letter.
Why do people
signed
simp
by
for
a
her?
certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Please tell me how to heal poison.
Not
If you
exactly.
figure it out, I haven't. Oh no.
That shyster wants to make us pay protection
Shit, dude.
money.
Yeah, it's not next
With
level.
any
That's for sure.
success?
I wouldn't
Okay, well,
say
first
that.
of all, we're blowing up this
She
fucking turkey
terrifies
because I
my
need the
men as
health.
much as her
Ah,
own.
shit, I took damage again.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Don't you worry about that. I sound
Okay,
like
I got
shit.
health and it didn't fix it. Not
I
that.
shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
I'll come back and see you when I determine that you have somehow grown another leg, because I don't believe that was your father in that photograph. Like, look at this
My
fucking
guess
place.
is water. You just have to outlast it? That would be ridiculous. But
I'm wondering how linear
really
this
hope
game
not.
is, because right now it seems to be extremely linear. Everybody has gotten out of the
water.
way. Hey, fuckos, do you want to talk? Nope, you're just NPCs now.
I gotta find some water. Why do I only have 1 HP? I brought the dog! What? And by the dog, I mean the hamster boy.
You didn't tell me that the
don't even know what
warehouse
it is.
I was looking
Look
for
at this guy's
was right
ominous
in front of
lighting. That's
Why?
actually really
Because
strong.
its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
Yo, dude,
Understand? You're not sailors.
you can't understand. You're not sailors.